What is going on, guys? My name's iLogicsHD and welcome to our Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the ability to take on Crazy Dave's Treehouse and also the Zomboss base, as well as fighting bosses and maybe even Dr. Zomboss himself. Now before I get into it, I want to say if you're new to the channel, I highly recommend subscribing for more PvZ Garden Warfare 2 content. If you do enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like on that and comment your thoughts down below. So let's get right into it. To start off with, we're going to have one tweet from Matthew Donahue. This is coming again from the Q&A that Gary did. There's a lot of information we've managed to extract from this, so yeah. And Matthew Donahue has simply tweeted to Gary saying, also in the 8 minutes of gameplay from IGN, I saw Dr. Zomboss in the background. Can you say anything? Gary simply replied with, all I can say is, cause enough trouble and you might find you are fighting some huge bosses. So there you go then, guys. We could find ourselves as a zombie, obviously fighting the Torchwood, or maybe even the other graveyard like bosses. We don't know exactly what bosses are in Graveyard Ops yet. We only know of one, and that is Torchwood. So yeah, and he said about seeing Dr. Zomboss in the background. You'll see the screen picture on now showing Dr. Zomboss' sort of big mech boss, which is the robot. I spoke about that a lot in the past, and obviously it's now in Garden Warfare 2. So I'm going to be moving on to the next tweet, and it's from Javier Reyes Jr. I think I pronounced that correctly, his name. He says, is there a chance that during the backyard battleground we can summon bosses to attack each other? Gary simply replied with, once again, you do not need to summon them. The world is alive, you might just run into them. So you're going to be able to cause enough havoc in backyard battleground, whether you're playing as the plant side or the zombie side, and you can find yourself running into some bosses, maybe even Dr. Zomboss himself. So there is confirmation on that. There is going to be bosses in backyard battleground that you can face. Now the next one is going to be an interesting one. I spoke about in the past being able to take on Dr. Zomboss' base, but Zero and me have tried to extract a little bit more information than just that. Zero's tweeted to Gary saying, do you get some reward for attacking Dr. Zomboss' base? I've said and vice versa for Crazy Dave's Treehouse. Now Gary's replied with yes, but they will be very hard. So we will get, by the looks of it, we will be getting a nice reward for defeating one base at a time, and an even better reward, I'm guessing, if we do take on both and complete it. But Gary's saying it's going to be very hard to do, so you will need a nice team for that. Now you can get a team of 4, I think it is. So a nice team of 4, I'd recommend using Sunflower and what other nice characters you want to choose out of that, or a scientist if you're the zombie side. Now I said, will the difficulty be for the same for both bases, or will one be slightly easier than the other? Gary simply replied once again with, same for both, you will need a good team. So as I said there, you will need a decent team to take on both bases. Should be interesting. I know I'll be covering videos on actually taking on those bases in the future, maybe even a couple with Zero and other YouTubers, but for the time being, it's just information. Now I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Trying to cover as much information, at least 2 segments in one video, and as always, I'd like you to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and my name's been iLogicsHD, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.